Hey everybody, Matt Doyen coming to you from Newton Upper Falls, Newton, Massachusetts. And the topic of the day today is waterfall tracking. Now, this is the basic logic and math behind most sales systems. And surprisingly, most sales teams are still really bad at it. This is not advanced calculus or string theory or anything. This is just some basic tracking and measures of a performance metric, followed by another performance metric, followed by another performance metric, which ultimately leads to the end goal of revenue. Now, again, most sales teams ignore it. Most sales people don't focus on it at all. And they celebrate the outputs and they pay no attention to the input measures. And this is the surefire way to build inconsistencies in your performance and a real choppy month in, month out tracking and goal attainment in your sales team. So when we think about waterfall reporting, what we really think is how do we reverse engineer deals up the food chain to understand what the input measures are that will get us to the output measures. And when we do this effectively, both from a leadership perspective and from an individual contributor perspective, we gain control over performance. So if we break this down, a common sales process, we start with the end customer signing a contract and starting working with our product or service. Moving backwards from there, there's typically a negotiation. Backwards from there, there's some sort of presentation or demo. Backwards from that, internal discovery, diagnostic, scoping a plan, and before that, connecting and setting up a meeting and really getting a conversation started. But it doesn't stop there. Before that, a lot of activity metrics that we look at for prospecting, getting great leads, putting great contacts into the system, outbounding with connect calls, emails, social, number of different ways to put energy into the system. And when we break down the waterfall, we can really understand what the success measures look like. And with that, success is not only revenue on the board, success is input measures that move the needle across the full waterfall chain. So when we look at the entire metrics on the whole system, you can effectively have a great day every day of the week, even on days when you don't sign revenue. And most teams don't sign revenue every day. Most salespeople don't sign revenue every day. So when we look at what success looks like, we really have to put measures on the input waterfalls, understand what success can look like at any path of any point of the waterfall chain, and really start to celebrate input measures. So instead of looking at the scoreboard and only measuring success based on revenue, we really need to change our conversation and change our definition of what success can be. You can have a great day by putting a lot of contacts in the system that are great fit, ICP, putting out tons of outreach and starting conversations, starting to get visibility, starting to build the awareness, even though you created no new opportunities, you moved nothing along, you signed no revenue, you can still have a great day. So, step one, when you really start building the waterfall, is understanding what those different waterfall stages are and what the definition of success looks like. All right, that's all I got for you today. Until next time.